stop. You do not have to take a giant leap of faith off the end of a cliff to achieve your dream. Many people think that based on the life they have built for themselves, the community, the job responsibilities, the degree, the education, the skills they've built, many people think that if they have another desire and another dream, another goal, another way of living that they desire, many people believe that it's a black and white, all or none leap from one life to another. And that the community they've built and the career they've built and the online profiles or the resume they've built cannot exist in tandem with that other life that they crave or dream of. And too often people think that with this image of these two things not coexisting, that the only way to get your dreams met is to quit your day job, go into financial ruin, and rebuild your entire network because you're going from maybe a software career into becoming a musician. Too many people think that this in between and leaping through that frightening high risk step is the only way to start living the life you desire and crave and the life that you want to unlock and live for the rest of your life. In fact, what I hope to offer in kindedge.com in the steps that I've worked on myself is that there are small planks step by step that you can build between where you are and where you want to be. And as you build each plank in that bridge, you move forward, but you have the option to step back, redirect, build more skills, build more resources, regrow your network without making a huge leap and flouncing from one entire world in your life or your entire LinkedIn profile or whatever it is you're doing into that new world. And the invisible barrier, the belief, the fear that many of us have inside of us that causes us to think that giant leap is the only path, that all risk leap is the only path, and that the thing that would put all of our family commitments and children's lives at risk, we think that only leap, that big leap is the big leap is the only option. The thing we believe is that we cannot be our 360-degree self in our current lives, whether that's a career that we've built or whether that's an image or fame we've gained, respect we've gained, communities we've built, because we are very often mirroring the people that surround us. And we have this little sense, this unwritten sense of how we are part of that community and we fit into the assumptions of the education, your graduating class from university and career and that kind of thing. You have this invisible, probably unspoken belief that you have to continue to be that person, or jump ship, close down your resume, close down your LinkedIn profile, and take a giant leap to this other world, when in fact, all of us have these many 360-degree interests, passions, quirks, problems, weaknesses, strengths, and you actually have more chance to build the skills you need for your future life if you start testing them in your current life. If you start feeling that feeling of revealing the 360-degree, let's just say 359 degrees of you, maybe there's 1% or 1 degree that you can keep to yourself. But if you start to, for example, push your desire to become a musician into your work, let's say there's an assumption at work that you always work till 9 or 10 o'clock at night. And when there's an emergency, you just plow through the weekend. And you don't want to start to become the person who says, look, I'm actually building a band and I'm getting back to something I used to do. And I'm sorry, I have to leave right at 5:05. And maybe you're in a career that's highly professional consulting career where the assumption is you just never, ever stop working, that you're always available to clients and to your teams. And perhaps you start to say, because there's a perception that if you ever say no in certain careers or certain education paths or certain communities, certain clubs, certain churches, there's a sense of if you say no or if you start to force in your other passions, there's a sense that you might not be as valued in that community because of your different interests. But it is valuable to use your current environment as the testing ground, as the growing ground. And guess what? When you show all your colors, when you show your 359 degrees, you will start building connections with people who are also creators or who also have these other interests or who also are working to use their current income to achieve a different life in the future. And it's a great, safe testing ground to start to say, I'm pushing my other self into this. I want to become one. I want to become one person versus black and white leap from I used to be this, but now I am that. What if you could be a massage therapist as well as doing your current job or life or community if you've been passionate about wanting to do this other thing? What if while you're starting to build the side business you're interested in, what if you continue to do your work and kind of focus on going to meetings and work, kind of lunch and learns or whatever your work might offer for people who do have an entrepreneurial spirit? And what if you say, yes, I am leaving work at 5:15 today because I'm going to my entrepreneurs club meeting. And if somebody at work says, why would you be doing that? You don't need to be an entrepreneur. You've got this job. What if you say, well, I have a passion for that type of thinking and those types of people? You might find there's other people in your work environment that are like that. And again, it's not just work, it's clubs, it's all the assumptions that hold you in place in your current life. You don't have to kind of untie from everything there in order to make the leap. And you have a better chance of building the skills you need to succeed while you're in your current environment where you still have a network, you still have some stability, but you're giving yourself permission to unlock the alternate ending to your life by taking action today while you are stable, while you kind of know where a dollar's coming from on Monday and that kind of thing, but you're taking action. And it's the getting these things in motion that makes it real. And people who stay frozen do so because they see the big abyss and the black and white choices. And it does sound daunting. And even more than that, people who have values about family and responsibilities and commitment don't want to deny their children's lunch or dinner because you've taken this giant, irrational, risky leap. Many of us are responsible, but we also should use our one golden ticket, this one life here on earth, to do something that we're passionate about, that matters to us, and that's going to leave our unique stamp here on earth when we die. And so there is a path, right? So some people have change in their blood, and some people are able to just quit their jobs and fly to Africa and do that thing that we wanted to do. But some of those people who make those big leaps in a moment sometimes have regrets later because they do leave some burden on other family members or children or other responsibilities in their lives. And so I think many of us who are responsible and already have built so much in our lives, and we already have so many trains that have already left the station, find it hard to have any of those trains slow down or move to another track. The key is to take action today to start to make a few changes in your current life so that you can build momentum to unlocking that alternate life that you crave and seek. So I hope you'll join me at kindedge.com. And I'm not usually this dressed up for videos, but I am at my best friend's wedding. And so I wanted to continue to make these connections, even though I'm doing something different this weekend. So I wish you the best. I hope you'll share some comments on how these types of situations have shown up for you in your life and what you do to kind of champion that dragon. And I hope you'll join me at kindedge.com and this journey to unlock the alternate ending to your life. It is not going to be easy, but I think it's going to be fun. Peace.